Hello everyone, welcome back to Connor's Bees. On today's video, we are going to be inspecting this hive. This is the first time this hive has been inspected since winter time. This is only my second hive inspection of the year. I don't know what it looks like yet inside this hive. As you can see, the bees are pretty active today. I do have the smoker lit. I may have to do a box rotation, or I might not. Again, I won't know that until I get down more into the bees. There are a lot of bees up on this top board here, as you can see. Like I said, the bees are pretty active right now. Oh my. This first frame's always the hardest one to get out here. I think I got it. When you bring them out, you just want to go nice and slow with them so you don't roll any bees, or you never know where the queen is. Typically, she's never on this end frame. I don't want to say never, but very rarely is she ever on this end frame. But still just want to be gentle with them. Okay. You can see this one just has honey and nectar on it. Now, as I'm doing this, I have another box here I'm going to be putting all the frames into. I'm also going to try to clean them up as I'm taking them out. I'm going to try to do this pretty fast just due to time constraints of the video. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time cleaning the frames up. Wow. It's not one to lift up. Alright, this one is completely full of bees. It actually looks pretty heavy. Alright, let me check to make sure the queens. I don't expect to find the queen on here. I don't see any larvae. I don't see any eggs or anything like that. So I don't expect to see the queen on this one. This one just looks like it has bees and honey and pollen on it, and nectar. Now remember, when I'm doing this, I'm not trying to find the queen. That's not my goal. My goal is to look for eggs and larvae, and just to make sure the queen's laying. Just make sure she seems healthy and the brood looks healthy. Finding the queen is definitely not my goal when I'm doing these hive inspections. Hmm. This one's a little bit lighter. It's just, don't see any brood on this one. Don't see the queen. So I'm going to go ahead and place this one down in here. And when you're putting them in their new box, you want to put the frames in the exact same way they came out of the box you're taking them out of. And what I'll do once I totally replace these boxes is I will take this old box here and I'll totally get it cleaned up. I'll get all the wax scraped out of it and everything. So it's a good idea to do this from time to time. They've really got this one sealed. Okay, so here's my first sign of brood. And that is a nice brood pattern. This hive is getting ready to explode. That is exactly what you want to see. And same thing with that side. Beautiful looking brood pattern. The brood looks healthy. Doesn't look discolored. I don't see any rips in it where the bees have been ripping it up. That is exactly what you want to see when doing these hive inspections. Yeah, I don't see any eggs or larvae on this one, but looks like there's a bunch of brood that's getting ready to hatch. I'm going to go ahead and place this one inside the... And knock on wood, I don't see any hive beetles. I did have a small hive beetle problem last summer, but knock on wood, I haven't seen any yet, so hopefully get it taken care of. Yeah, that was a beautiful looking brood pattern, which is exactly what you want to see. Try to get some of these bees off here. That way I can get this frame cleaned up a little bit. Again, I'm trying to do this as fast as I can just due to time for the video. That way the video isn't extremely long. From what I see right now, I don't think I'm going to have to do a box rotation on this one, like I did on the last one, if you remember. Yeah, I tell you, they've really got these. They've really got these frames stuck in there. There we go. Okay. Again, here's my brood pattern. Looks like a bunch in the center there has already hatched. But as you can see, beautiful looking brood pattern. You can see right where it was. This queen is doing an amazing job. Let me see if I see the queen anywhere. Don't forget, that is not my goal. My goal is not to find the queen, but it's always nice to know where she is, just so you don't roll her. I don't see the queen on this one. Just going to scrape off that bottom there. Yeah, I really don't think I'm going to have to do a box rotation on this one. Looks like the bottom has a lot of bees in it. Alright, same thing with this one. Looks like the queen is doing a very good job at laying. There might be some, I was going to say, it looked like there's some queen cells on the bottom, but those are old though. Still going to just scrape them off there. Yeah, those are from last year, you can tell. Still haven't seen any eggs or larvae, but as you can see, the very good laying pattern. I'm very impressed. So I don't see the queen on this one either. And definitely a lot of queen cups on the bottom there. But those are, you can definitely tell those are last year's. I'll go ahead and scrape all that off there. Again, just a bunch of brood, some honey around the edges there. I'm trying to see if I see the queen on this one. No, I don't see the queen. Well, I don't see any eggs or larvae either, so it might have been a while since she had been on this frame. Well, I do see some eggs and larvae down in there. First time I've seen any of that. They just haven't capped it over yet. So we might be getting closer to her. Again, very happy with what I see here. This queen is doing an amazing job. All right, scrape this. Just how you pull them out, you want to put them back down in just very gently, very slow. So, this frame, as you can see, is not as well developed as the other frames. For some reason, they just haven't developed this one. Don't know why. I may end up having to just trade it out with another frame for whatever reason. They don't seem like they like this one very much. Yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of bees down in there. So I definitely will not have to do a box rotation. Try to get this one cleaned up as possible. And I haven't seen the queen, so she's probably on the bottom part of the hive lane. I have to pry it out there. Yeah, I'm surprised how well they have this sealed. Alright, so this one's a little bit heavier, so they probably have some honey, I'm guessing, on this side here. Yep. Again, don't really have this one filled out very good. I don't know why. They're just not liking those end frames or what. Got some drone brood on this side, it looks like. Yeah, this side's just old drones, if you can see. Just a bunch of drone brood. And just one more frame there to get out. Yeah, same with this one. They must not like these end frames for very much for whatever reason. This one's pretty heavy, so I'm guessing it's has a lot of honey on it. Yep. Yeah, that side's full of honey, if you can see. And this side, again, ends are got some honey on them. They didn't like that middle section there. Actually might shake this one, that way I don't crush any bees as I'm putting them in. See something here. A few bees still up top there. Just want to get them off there so I don't crush them. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this top box off. Go ahead and set it to the side here. So I'm not going to go through any of this bottom box, but I am going to get some of those bees off the top there. That way I can scrape off that top. All right, now what I'm going to do is just stick this box back up on top there. Again, very happy with what I see. Hey, that's all I got for you on this video. This hive inspection went very well. I'm very happy with what I see and going on in this hive. Press that like button, subscribe. Thank you.